Hello everyone. We are still using the formula A equals P times 1 plus R over N raised to the power NT. P is your initial amount, A is your remaining amount, R is your interest rate in decimals, N is the number of compounding periods per year, and T is the time in years. If a savings fund pays interest at a rate of 4% per year, so here we pick out our R is equal to 4%, express that in decimals as 0.04, compounded semi-annually, so this gives us our compounded periods. There's 2, because semi means twice per year, semi-annually. How much money must be invested now? So we want to find our P, we don't know. That will amount to 7,000, that is the remaining balance. So that is your A is 7,000. We will now plug in these into our formula. 7,000 equals P, we don't know, so let's just keep it as P. 1 plus R, which is 0.04, over N, which is 2, raised to the N again, which is 2, and the time is for 1 year, so that's just 2 times 1, right? 2 times 1, that which is 2. So if we want to find P, then we can divide both sides by this, 1 plus 0.0104 over 2 raised to the 2, so P would be the same as 7,000. P would be equal to 7,000 over 1 plus 0.04 over 2 all squared. And we can plug that into our calculator. And we should get that P is equal to 6728.18, right? If we round to the nearest cent, and that is our answer, right? For we are finding the initial amount to deposit today. Now let us talk about continuous compounding formula. So continuously compounding formula is A equals PE raised to the power RT, or some people just want to call it PERT. Right? So they say A equals PERT. It's P times E raised to the power RT. Use the above formula to calculate the balance of 100. So P equals 100. Raise deposits at 5%, so R equals 0.05. Compounded continuously, so that is where our E comes in, for 5 years. So T equals 5 at part A. So for part A, we have our amount remaining will be equal to 100 times E to the 0.05 times 5. And we plug that into your calculator, and you will get 128.40, right? $128.40. Here for part B, for 10 years, we follow the same rule, except instead of 5 here, we'll have T equals 10. So T equals 10 here, so A will be equal to 100 E raised to 0.05 times 10. And our calculator value is 164.87, right? Or $164.87. Okay, the last thing we'll talk about in this lesson is half-life. The half-life of an isotope or radioactive substance that decays is the amount of time it takes to decay to half of its present amount. So if its present amount was, let's say, 100 grams, the half-life would be the time that it takes to decay to 50 grams. And if it was 50 grams, then the half-life would be the time that it takes to decay to 25 grams and so on. Okay, so half the amount. So if we let t be time, and n was the number of periods of decay, and m is a half-life, based on what we were doing before raising things to the n is equal to t over m. And the general formula for the amount remaining based on the half-life is a of t, or a, the amount remaining at the time t, is equal to a sub 0, where a sub 0 is the initial amount times 1/2 raised to the t over m, where t is the time that it is there, and m is the half-life in years. For example, the half-life of radium-226 is 1620 years. In a sample originally having 1 G, so your A sub 0 is equal to 1 G. How much radium will be present after 1620 years? So in part A, T equals 1620 years. We know that our M, or half-life, was 1620 years. And we know A sub 0 is 1. So if we plug this in, we want to find A. So A equals A sub 0, which is 1, times 1/2 raised to the t over m, and that's 1620 over 1620. And so your answer will be 1/2 grams, right? So that's 1/2 grams. All right, let's do part B. Part B, your T is now 3240. M is still the same, and A is still the same, and sorry, A sub 0 is the same. So the amount at the first case was 1620. Amount at time 3240 is equal to 1 times 1/2, and then that's 3240 over 1620, and so that would be equal to 1/2 squared, and that would be 1/4 of a gram, right? So after 3240 years, we're left with 1/4 of a gram. Part C, your A at 4860, or was it 4680? 4860 is equal to 1 times 1/2 4860 over 1620, and this will be equal to 1/2 raised to the third, and that is going to be 1/8 of a gram. 1/8 of a gram is left of the original amount. Thank you very much. Please remember to like and subscribe, and see you next lesson.